Hey guys, welcome back to another at-home yoga session. We are going to do a nice 30-minute full body stretch today. I know that with traveling, working from home, whatever you might be up to, outdoor activities, other workouts, different things like that. All of that can kind of combine to leave us feeling really tight and stiff in the body. And so sometimes we need just a nice prolonged stretching session. So we're going to go ahead and get into it in a second here. I'm going to be using a block and a strap in class today. If you do not have those available at home, you can definitely use other things around the house. So instead of a block, I might use, for what we're going to use it for today, I might use a couple stacked pillows. And then instead of a strap, I might use like a sweatshirt or some type of not quite a long sleeve t-shirt, maybe something a little bit more stable than that, less stretchy than that. So yeah, something like with long sleeves though would help. You just need to have it around your foot, and then the sleeves would be like what you would hold on to. So that you can use that as well. Right in the beginning of this little stretch session, we're going to do something that might feel a little bit counterintuitive, but I just want to make sure, because I'm not with you in person, that you're stretching warm muscles. So we're just going to do like a little bit of movement just to get the muscles warmed up so that we're not stretching cold muscles and potentially injuring ourselves. So it might not feel super relaxing for the first minute or two, but then we'll come on down. We'll do some different things to stretch out, and we'll just do that a lot safer that way. So let's go ahead and get going. Let's stand up. We're going to start by just walking in place. So we'll bring the knees high. I'm going to step off my mat because it makes an annoying noise with the mic. But you can walk on your mat, you can walk wherever, you can walk side to side. Then I'm going to open and close my arms here. So opening the arms out, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then bringing them across so that you're touching behind each shoulder blade. So kind of giving yourself a big hug. We're going to keep walking, and we're just going to bring our arms up and down, up and down, up and down. Deep breaths, really pushing through the feet, pressing through the toes. Roll out your wrists here. Good. Nice. Come back to the middle. You can stand on your mat. Hands on your hips. Actually, we'll do arms to the sides. Let hips back. Touch the ground. Bring it up. Reach it up and look up. Exhale, hips back. Down. Reach it up and up. Two more like that. Hips down. Arms reach up. Hips back and down. Arms reach it up. Little bend in your knees. We're just going to take our arms side to side a few times here. Little twist through the spine. Kind of let your arms be like noodles, nice and limp. Deep breaths. Good. Going to turn to the side for the next one here. We're going to bend our knees, slide our hands down, roll our spine down, bring your belly to your thighs, relax your head, press through your feet, roll up and up. We're going to do two more like that. Back, hips back, spine rolls down, slide the hands down, press through your feet, roll up, up. If you want, you can stick your booty back. A little stretch there. Nice. And we'll just take one hand, right hand for outside the right thigh, left arm up and over. Inhale up, left hand down, right arm up and over. One more like that. Inhale, right hand to right thigh, left arm up. Inhale up, left hand to left side, right arm up and over. Good. Back to the center. And right, we should feel pretty good now. So nice and warmed up. We'll come on down. We're going to start by starting in a seated position. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit with your legs out in front of you here. We'll put our right hand on the ground, left arm up and over. Take a big inhale, left arm down, right arm over. We want to just breathe into this right side. Keep that right hip down, left hand or left forearm on the ground, and right arm up and over. Inhale up, right hand down, left hip stays on the ground. Move from your spine. Inhale up. One more side to side, left hand down, right arm up and over. Right hip is on the earth. Inhale up, right hand down, left arm up and over. Good, back to the center. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Just turn to the left. The left hand is helping us keep our spine nice and long. Breathe into the belly, lightly press the right hand and right knee together. One more breath. Nice little spinal twist. Bring it back to the center. Other side, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Use the right hand to help you sit up nice and tall. Press gently into the left hand and open the chest to the right. Breathe into the belly. One more breath. Good. Bring it back to the middle. Take your right arm across your body. Take your left arm, hook it underneath. I usually go like right above like on my forearm, right above my elbow here, and pull that right arm across. And then we'll just do a gentle twist to the left and pull that right shoulder down away from the ear. Just take a deep breath. One more. Good. Back to the center, arms open, left arm across, right arm underneath. Little twist to the right, pull the left shoulder down away from the ear. Deep breath. Trying to keep the face, neck, and shoulders relaxed. One more. Good. Back to the center and release. Take your right arm up, bend it at the top so the elbow is pointing towards the sky. Left hand comes on top of the right elbow and just kind of push the right elbow up into the left hand and then pull with the left hand, pull the right elbow to the left. Get a nice stretch on that right shoulder, maybe the right tricep. Breathe into the belly. Try to keep your head up on this one. We don't want to let this right arm push our head too far forward. We still have a nice long spine. And we'll release. Take the other side. Left arm up. Bend the elbow. Reach for the upper back. Right arm up. So first we push the elbow up towards the sky and then pull it over using that right hand. Pull the elbow to the right. Deep breath. Good, and release. Let's do a few little neck stretches here before we start to stretch out the lower part of the body. So we're gonna take just this gaze side to side. So the rest of the spine stays nice and long. And just turn the head, look side to side a few times. Good. Back to the center. We're going to bring our chin towards our chest and then gaze up at the ceiling. And chin to chest and gaze to the ceiling. Chin to chest, gaze to the ceiling. Back to the middle. Bring your right arm out to the side at about a 45-degree angle. Keep your fingers away from the mat. Left arm up and over. Left fingertips by the right ear and gently pull the left ear towards the left shoulder. Take a deep breath. And we'll just bring our gaze to look down. Good. Bring it back to the center. Left hand to the left side of the head. Bring your head to the middle. Left arm out. Right arm up and over. By the right fingers by the left ear. Right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe deeply. Good. Look down, chin comes toward your chest, gazing at your thigh. Little different stretch there. Good. Bring your gaze back to the center. Right hand by the right side of the head and help it back to the middle. Good. We're just going to do one quick little standing stretchy sequence here. Then we'll come down to our backs for the last half. So we'll come up. I want you to take a nice, long, wide stance here. Hands will be on your hips, and we're just going to take side lunges. So you can take hands to hips or hands on your thighs. We're just going to glide back and forth there. Stretch out the inner thighs. Just side to side. Make sure you're sitting back into your hips, keeping the weight in your heels. We're not pushing, if our leg is long and our hand is here, we're not pushing like down to hurt the knee here, just a light, mostly for stability. Back to the middle, other side. And switch it out once more. We'll bring it up. We're gonna slide, hips back, hands go wide, or they can be under the head. Relax the head. And just breathe into the backs of the legs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Just try to keep the spine nice and long. We're going to walk our hands, legs stay the same, walk our hands over to the left. Right arm reaches really far over to the left there. Walk our hands to the right. Left hand reaches back to the middle. Bring your hands can be on a block here if you need, or hands on the ground. We're just going to take the right arm to the sky. Hold it, let your head relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Bring that right hand down. Inhale, left arm high. Good. Left hand down. Bring your weight into your heels. Bend your knees and roll up. Nice. Bring your legs together. Let's just do one standing hamstring stretch. So a block will be nice for this one, or anything else that you can put your hand onto to bring the ground up a little higher. We're gonna have our feet about hip width distance apart, hips back, bend the knees, bring the hands to the ground or to a block. We're gonna bend the left knee, bring the left hand on the block or the ground, straighten the right leg, and bring the right arm to the sky. Relax the head. Right hip and hamstring are stretched here. Little spinal rotation as well. Bring the right hand down. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Left arm to the sky. Deep breaths. Good. We'll bring it down. Just try to straighten the legs out as much as you can, comfortably and safely. Keeping a nice long spine. Stretching out the hamstrings. Then we'll bend the knees and we'll roll up nice and slow. And let's come onto our backs. So we'll come down nice and slow, roll onto your back. Legs long to start. We're gonna take our strap or our hoodie, whatever we're using, bring our right knee in towards us. Take the strap, bring it along the ball of the big toe. So you don't want it on the arch of the foot, just under the toes there, and reach it to the sky. You could also use a resistance band here. That would also work. You just want a little bit of a stiffer band. You can also slide your left foot in here when we're in the center. That can give the hips a bit more stability. So we have the right leg to the sky, right hand on the strap, trying to relax through the shoulders, hips, neck, letting the jaw relax as well, and just pulling the toes back towards the face. So we're not locking out the knee, just a tiny bend in the knee or a big bend. You can have as much as you need to get the leg up there. That's what the strap is for. Breathing into the belly and trying to lengthen out the back of the leg. I usually keep a little bit of pressure up into the strap because that just makes this a bit more of an active flexibility work. But you can kind of push into it and relax as well, and that can be nice as well. Take one more breath. Slide that left leg forward. We're going to take our right leg out to the right, and I'm going to slide my hand down until I can get my right elbow on the ground. I want a little kickstand for that right leg. Try to keep the hips, belly, and chest up towards the ceiling, so we're not letting the weight of the right leg pull us over. We want to feel that the whole spine and hips are on the ground, and we're just rotating from the hip there. So we'll take one more breath. Good. Bring it back to the center. Now we'll bring the strap to the left hand. Right leg goes over to the left, and we try to keep that right shoulder down and the chest up towards the ceiling. Pull the toes back towards the face. We can also try to roll that right hip a little forward to get a little bit more space on the right side of the body. Sometimes we can feel a bit more sciatic nerve kind of sensation when we do that as well. One more breath. And bring it back to the center. Bend the right knee, pull it in, and give it a squeeze. And we'll do the other side. So you can start with the right foot down. Left knee comes in. Strap or sweatshirt, whatever we're using, around the ball of the left foot, and straighten it to the sky. Left hand is on the strap. Push up gently, if you would like, into the strap and pull the toes back towards the face. Take a deep breath here. One more breath, relaxing through the shoulders and spine. And we'll let our right leg slide forward long. Bring your left leg out to the side, elbow down, and try to keep the hips pointing up, the belly and the chest towards the ceiling as well. Just rotating from that hip, that left hip. Take one more breath. Exhale. We'll bring it back to the center. Bring the left leg across the body to the right. Right elbow can be down. We're going to try to keep this left shoulder on the earth. Again, if you want, you can try to roll that left hip a bit forward, get a little bit more space in that left side, and maybe feel a bit more sciatic sensation in there. One more breath. Good. Back to the center. Bend the knee. Take the strap off and place it to the side. Bring both knees in towards you. Give yourself a squeeze. We're going to take our right foot, bring it over our left knee, flex both feet, and interlace our hands behind our left leg. Gently press the right foot and left knee together and lengthen that right knee forward towards the bottom of your mat. The main thing on this stretch is that we don't want to feel the hips lifted away from the ground. So you really want to have the back of your tailbone and the back of your pelvis still firmly on the mat here. So we're just hinging from the hips, and we get that nice stretch on that right side of the hip and into that right piriformis. Can do just a little sway side to side here for a moment. Good. We'll come back to the middle and we'll just switch it out. Left foot on top of the right, right foot flexes, left foot flexes. We'll gently press the left foot and right knee together and lengthen that left knee forward. So you're just kind of opening the knee out to the side a bit more, trying to open up some space in that left hip. Feel the whole spine, the whole back of the pelvis on the ground. Relax through your shoulders. Breathe into your belly. Slow, low breaths into your belly. Add a little sway side to side here. Take one more breath. And we'll come back to the middle. Bring your knees in and then take them wide. So just kind of open them up wide. We're going to bring our feet towards the ceiling. Our knees are still bent back towards us here. You can hold behind your knees, on your shins, your ankles, or the sides of your feet. We're going to take a happy baby. The main reason I might hold here instead of my feet is that sometimes when people do go for their feet, they lift their hips away from the ground, and we want to keep those hips down still. So if you feel like you reach too high and you're kind of like this, then you want to lengthen the whole spine and just hold a little lower. And that's fine. You'll still get a nice stretch here. Can rock side to side. Good. Bring it back to the middle. Bring your feet down. Your feet down and wide towards the edges of your mat. Let your knees knock into the center. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, let your knees fall to the left. So your right knee will fall to the center. Your left knee will open and fall out to the left. Then I'm going to take, this is just an option. If this already feels like a nice stretch, please feel free to remain in this pose. If you would like a little bit more, maybe stretch or deepening, you can take the left foot and just step it onto your right, like top of your thigh. So I'm not going on top of my leg here, like maybe sometimes people have seen. I'm going to step my foot on to just like this upper portion of my thigh. And then I'm going to push my right thigh into my left foot and squeeze my right glute and reach my right arm back. And what we're going for here is a opening in the psoas and the hip flexors and the front of that right hip and thigh. So right in here. And take one more deep breath. Good, then I'll release that left foot, bring my right hand back down. Open the knees, and we'll go to the right. So my right knee will fall out and open to the right. Left knee will fall into the middle. And you can see my chest, my shoulders aren't changing here. Bring your right foot, step it on top of that left thigh. Squeeze this left glute and reach the left arm back. So the more I squeeze this left glute, it's going to kind of bring me into hip extension and allow my psoas to lengthen. Your psoas, well, you have multiple of them, but they run from your spine through your hips and attach to your femur, and they help with flexing or bringing your leg up, like bending your knee and bringing it up, and they can get really tight. So we're trying to feel kind of like from the lower belly into the top in front of the thigh. We want to feel a nice stretch there. One more breath. Good, right foot down. Bring the knees back. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can just kind of lightly press down on your thighs to open that up a bit more. Last thing here, we'll bring the arms out to the sides. Keep your feet in close here, but just bring your knees together. So feet and knees are really close in here. Gonna keep my shoulders down and just drop my knees side to side. You might get a couple pops and cracks in the back. That's good. Just kind of mobilizing the spine, maybe getting a nice stretch on some low back muscles. Good. All right. Bring it back to the middle. We'll lengthen out our legs one at a time. Hands can be on your belly or palms up, elbows out wide to open up the chest. You can stay with your legs long, or if you prefer Shavasana in another position, you can do that as well. So you can take it back to a Baddha Konasana or a butterfly position. You can take it back to a constructive healing pose, which is this feet wide, knees together. You can just do a knees up with the feet down as well. So take any position that might feel nice for you to end in. Hopefully we're just feeling a bit more open, a bit more relaxed. You feel some blood flow, some warmth throughout the body. Just take this moment here to refocus your mind, maybe say a word of encouragement or gratitude to yourself and to your body for taking this time to care for your muscles, to take time to relax. helping our bodies get into a state of relaxation helps with so much more than just feeling more relaxed. It helps our bodies to digest food better, to detoxify, to do a lot of rebuilding, cellular rebuilding in the body. So even as the muscles may feel much better, we might feel just a general sense of wholesome healing throughout the body. Take one more deep breath here. Let it out the mouth. We'll start to add some small movement back to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. And then we'll just reach our legs and toes forward, our arms back, and reach to opposite walls. Get your spine nice and long. Relax. Bring your knees in. Roll to one side of your mat. And we'll slowly help ourselves back up to a seat. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths together to end class. So we will inhale through our nose, and our exhale will be a nice open mouth, tongue out exhale to really loosen the jaw and get that last little bit of relaxation and tension release in the body. So we'll take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Fill up your belly, fill up your lungs. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and exhale. Good. Thank you guys so much for joining me for class. Hope that you feel a sense of calm, openness, and ease in your body after this class. And enjoy the rest of your day, or have a good night's sleep, whenever you've chosen to do this class. I hope that it benefits you. Namaste.